Hey, day 51. Hey, what are you doing today? Day 51. Anyway, today was the first day where I kind of stopped and, sometimes thoughts will come to me or, it's almost like, I'm talking to myself, I guess, and, we, as people, there's probably a lot of people that can relate to that. There's a kind of a constant conversation that's going on. At least I can speak for myself. In my head, there's kind of a conversation that goes on. Today, and it's random sometimes. And today the thing came up. Hey, you feel younger than you did. And I didn't really think about it, but I do, man. I've 51 days of sticking to this path, and today it hit me. I mean, eating right, exercising, stretching, doing a lot of mental activities to energize my brain, get my brain working, taking in knowledge, different things, and all of a sudden it hit me. I mean, I feel, in only 51 days, I mean, I would easily feel 5, 6 years younger. Pretty easy, well, not pretty easy. I mean, I don't want to make light of anything like that, but I mean, it was a nice little epiphany. I feel younger than I do. And speak of that, when I was 2 months ago, when I was at my peak weight, in a big portion, I don't know if I mentioned this, but a big portion of that was I had my max weight had always been around 225, 228, somewhere in that range. However, I quit smoking, and immediately, my body kind of slowed down. And I didn't think that it would happen. I've always heard that happens. I didn't want to accept that would happen. I kind of thought that maybe it was just a mental thing, but it really did happen. Physically, I gained more weight than I had ever gained before. I was bigger than I'd ever been. And actually, I can talk about that in another one, but I went through a series of, I actually felt worse after I quit smoking. But anyway, I'll talk about that when the time is right for that. However, I graduated from the 225 to 228 range to the 235 to 238 range, and that's a tough range. I think at that point I had, accepted that I was overweight, physically, felt it, was very uncomfortable in my clothes. Very uncomfortable with even just silly things like, pulling myself up in the bed, sitting up, getting up, just, picking something up, dropping something and reaching over to pick it up. It was a strain, and it's just like, and to feel like that has some impact on my mental outlook, my mental aspect. And, it's just, those things go hand in hand. So it's kind of nice that I've incorporated the two together, getting into a peak physical shape, also eating correctly and healthy to create a sense of wholeness in the body, and then creating a sense of wholeness in the mind with education and direction and things that I'm looking into. The initial goal of becoming an entrepreneur, starting a business, and escaping the rat race in some regards. But the other element of that is, I think I lost the original train I was on there, but I'll just keep moving. The other element is that, now I lost that train. Let's pause for intermission. Okay, I'm back. I'm not sure if this is where I was going, but anyway, what I was thinking of is that, this path with, searching out information has taken me down paths that I wasn't really anticipating, wasn't really expecting. When I reach out to put my desire out to the ether that I want to become an entrepreneur and I want to escape the rat race, my initial idea, my initial intention was to pursue, small business projects, small business ideas, learn how to create small businesses, how to start small businesses. And I really haven't gone down that exploratory road yet. Oddly enough, the things that have started forming, they started with motivation, and then it's spirituality kind of came in, and now finance and learning about financial responsibility and financial insights. I'm also paying attention to the stock market, to look for different information on things that are trending and what kind of direction I might want to take the business in. But I've kept my, I started with a blank page, an open page, and just kind of filling in every day, and seeing where it's taken me. And I'm learning things that I wasn't anticipating. I wasn't wanting to explore. Wasn't my main goal. It's just I've let the path be very free, and as it's taken me down, certain roads, now I'm getting information that is highly gonna be highly useful to me, highly beneficial to me, highly motivational to me as well. I mean, as I'm learning things, I know now that another thing that I want to accomplish in this year is to get to be debt free and start accumulating things that will bring me wealth versus throwing away money on interest rates on credit cards or car payments or those kind of things. I want to eliminate all those things and start investing in certain things that will bring me wealth. So it's just the complexity of what I'm putting together as wasn't at all what I was expecting, and it's so intriguing, so exciting, and so full of energy. And I guess the main point behind all this is that if it's me talking to me, just as a record, that's great. But if there is actually somebody that stops and watches these one day, this is me, a real person, just doing something, just making a decision to do something. Giving myself a time frame, kind of creating a general path. Creating some element that makes me stick to it, which would be these videos. Every day I have to talk about these videos. I think that, as silly as it sounds, if it weren't for these videos, I probably would have quit a month ago. And it's just a matter of, I gotta stick to it because I'm putting these videos out there. So and as silly a little thing as that is, it's a major component of what's keeping everything together. But it's only day 51. I've got a total of 365 days to make the huge achievement I'll anticipate occurring. My achievements in 51 days, I feel so much better. I feel so much more alive. The spirituality thing has calmed me down, made me look at life in a different way, maybe take different elements of things that different daily react differently to different situations. Maybe a bad situation comes up, and how I handle it, how I think about it, how I feel about it has changed. Not 100%, just as in my video yesterday. I still have the emotional up and downs that any human being might go through. However, I'm listening to myself. I'm listening to my internal self, that small voice inside my head, the ether, as I refer to it. Paying attention to the world, and I'm learning from it, actively learning from it, versus just kind of passively going on and living the zombie lifestyle. I guess I'll stick with that zombie lifestyle, because that's really what it is, and that's really what I want to get away from and get out of. And even if I have to work myself silly, if it's something that I desire doing, I'll do it. Versus coming in and working as a zombie for 10, 12 hours a day and just not even paying attention to what's happening in front of me or around me. So day 51, super powerful, super positive things coming into my life just from making the decision, just from sticking to it, and not being discouraged by things that might go backwards, or not work as I was expecting, or and the other thing too, I have no real bearing on what I'm achieving with the business side of things, because of the way that I'm pursuing it right now, with just taking in knowledge and learning and actively seeking what I want to do, and trying to find the right path to go down on that. But what the hell was I talking about? Why does that happen to us? It's like my brain is thinking 3 sentences ahead of time, and I completely forget where I was going with that. But I think I get the idea. I get the gist, or it's just that it can't be measured, but it can be felt, and it can be known, the progress that I'm making. I want to talk about that too. My progress with running, and it's so cool to have something that I can measure, that I can see the improvements. My weight, my running, and what I'm trying to accomplish there, and at least achieving those having something that I can touch, something tangible, and those goals being achieved. But my run today was awesome. I decided that I would try to run 2 miles as quickly as I could. I think I had a non-verbal desire to be able to run 2 miles every morning, which I haven't. I still occasionally do a mile, 1.2 or 1.5 miles. I guess actually a majority of my runs might be in that thing. But today I got up, I decided I was going to do 2 miles, and then I thought, well, why not try to do 2 miles as quickly as you can, and then try to beat it from there. And I ran a lot faster than I thought I would. I did 2 miles in 18 minutes and 18 seconds, 18:18. And I think that I don't know if that's what the average is on that, but maybe 6.5 miles an hour, somewhere between 6.5 and 7 miles an hour, maybe just a little bit less than 6.5. But anyway, felt good. I really pushed myself. I mean, I started out kind of calm, 6.1, 6.2 miles an hour, and graduated faster and faster and faster. And then, but before I knew it, the last 3 minutes maybe, I was at a 7.5 mile an hour pace, and that would have killed me on day one. There's no doubt about it. I would have been like, I think there was actually one point where I pushed myself early in the running, and I couldn't catch my breath. I haven't had that feeling in a while. Maybe I should try to do that tomorrow, just for fun. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up. That's day 51. So far, so good. Pretty exciting feeling. Good days. That's another thing too. You know what? Before I wrap it up, I noticed that too. I'm not having many bad days. Used to have a lot of bad days. Used to just there's a misery that comes with that zombie lifestyle, and I'm still in it. I don't want to, I'm not pretending that it's not a part of my everyday life. However, my outlook, my aspect, it's not my life. I'm digging the tunnel out slowly but surely. I'm busting out of this prison. So anyway, it's day 51. Hey, what are you doing today?